So quality, not quantity. That's the view on Vince Cable's £1 billion business bank. Reuters Breakingviews assistant editor Robert Cole joins me to give us his view. Morning, Robert.
Hi.
Your point seems to be you need sound credit judgment, and that's what's lacking in the interim.
Well, it's not demonstrated. I don't think we can say yet that it's lacking, but I think, you know, the headline has been caught here by a plan which has been knocking around for a few weeks now anyway, that there'll be £1 billion found to feed into small British businesses who are strapped for cash. Now, that's a nice headline-grabbing figure, but I don't think it's by any means the most important consideration here. It's not the quantity of cash; it's the quality of the decisions about of where it's going to go. If this bank can demonstrate that it has good banking credentials and can make good, sound loan decisions, I think that, as Vince Cable hopes, this bank could find lots and lots of extra capital. Yep. It may not cost the government anything at all.
So extra capital from where?
From the private sector.
From the private sector, okay.
I think the other thing about the judgment issue, which is really important, is that, of course, you know, there are quite stringent European-wide state aid provisions. And, you know, a state-run bank giving loans to companies has to be careful they're not subsidies, not loans.
It's interesting. You know, a lot has already been written about this morning, and some notable comments from well-known bloggers. And the first is that it's going to take at least 18 months to put this into place. So all those businesses struggling to get loans right now are going to miss out. Okay, that's fair enough. But the other interesting thing that Robert Peston at the BBC says, it's an attempt to give securitisation a good name. It's quite an interesting comment.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And then you were harking back to 2007, and that's where we got into trouble with. But of course, it's not securitisation that caused all the problems back in 2007. It was the way. It was the misuse of securitisation. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that as long as it's used well. And I think that this is exactly the point. If the judgments are good at the heart of that bank, then it'll be a good thing. But you make a point as well. I mean, the way this is playing on the news channels at the moment is like it's going to get us out of recession, it's going to pump prime us, it's be another form of stimulus. I think you're right. And actually, the further you dig, and Robert makes this point, I think, quite well as well, this is actually an effort to try and restructure or pump prime a change in the UK banking market. Underlying this is a thought that I think Vince Cable might be having, which is that there isn't enough competition, there isn't enough of the right kind of banking talents within this sector, and I think he's probably got a point. And if he can pump prime that competition through this, then that's a good thing. But again and again and again, it comes down to the banking decisions. You know, you need that, you know, Captain Mannering, or however, you know, whatever kind of image you want, but you want that kind of person to make those very, very difficult banking decisions. And if this bank can do that and then spur other banks into doing the same thing, then it might be good.
Okay, Robert, many thanks for that. Robert Cole. If you want to see our US Breakingviews show that comes on at 12:30 Eastern, 17:30 GMT every day. Also, we're going to talk banks and tough decisions, other tough decisions banks have to make with Hugo Dixon at 11:45. His op-ed piece today. I'm Axel Threlfall. This is Reuters.